I'ma blow up.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Chig coming at you with another Monster Hunter World Build Guide. Today, we're going to go over something for the Chargeblade, and funnily enough, this is something I came across by accident, trying to come up with something general to use for multi-purpose hunting. As you can see here, the stats are ridiculous. Attack boost 7, health boost 3, weakness exploit 3, focus 3, speed eating 3, dragon attack 2, and capacity boost. Dragon Attack 2 maxes you on Xeno Rights. The good thing about this build, and I'll show you when we get to the decorations, is you can use this build for any Chargeblade. I would imagine this build would also work equally as well for the Greatsword. Just getting rid of the capacity boost and switching it up for your weapon. This is ridiculous, and it's not that hard to come up with. So the Dragon King eye patch, everybody knows what that's for. Everybody's been using that since the beginning. Damascus Mail is giving us focus and 3 tier 1 slots. That's the big thing right there. Kaiser Van Braces giving us our last point in weakless exploit, so we don't have to use a gem for it. Also using this tier 2 slot here. Damascus Mail, last point in focus, 3 single facet gem slots. That's another big one. And then the Dober Greaves attack boost. Everybody loves attack boost. And we've got the 1 gem in there. As always, you need to change your mantles determining what you're going to do. So if you're going to fight Teostra, you want to have fireproof, so forth and so on. The attack charm, this can actually be changed for a different charm. For example, if you wanted to use this build and the Diablo Tyrannus weapon, you could switch the attack charm over to the artillery charm, switch that weapon, and bam, there you go. That's all you would have to do. And you would have positive affinity when you're hitting weak spots. So that's kind of something to keep in the back of your mind. It's not a lot of positive affinity, but it's positive affinity nonetheless, and you get all of the damage bonuses. But we're sticking with this for right now. Let's take a look at the decorations. So, for decorations, I have 2 Dragon Jewels in the weapon, specific for that weapon, as I am using the Xenochiva weapon. Dragon King eye patch, just using Vitality 1. I've got 2 attack gems. They're not necessary. You'll still have more than 4 attack. Helps out your crit chance. Vitality times 3. I love having the health boost. It's just probably my favorite thing. It may not help as much as I think it does, but it gives you the confidence to not worry about getting a one-shot. Magazine Jewel, because you always want to have a Magazine Jewel, or the Dodogama Greaves if you don't have this gem. So you have capacity boost up. And having that extra file is going to do a lot of damage. I like speed eating. Any tier 1 you want to put in here, you can put in here. I just happen to pick speed eating and health boost for my flex spots. You can do whatever you want. Anything works here. You can stack defense, whatever. And what we're going to do, I'm going to hop over and do a nerg hunt with this build for you guys. Let you see how it works. I'll see you guys over there. Alright, let's go find this Nergigante and show him who his boss is. This build is super fun to play. I really enjoy playing the Chargeblade when I have focus, because focus just lets you charge your files so quickly, then you unload them. This hunt actually goes really well. I blocked that instead of guard pointing because, who knows, my timing is miserable, I'm sure. But for some reason, just the flow of this fight went so well. I usually don't play that well when I'm recording, and it felt pretty nice. Pretty nice. How much? I want to just poke him in the butt a little bit, you know. Boom! Oh, I'm sorry, Nergigante. Did you trip? I'm sorry. Let me cut off those claws a little bit. Boom! And another one. Another one. Pow! Alright. I'm still having a love-hate relationship with being under him and not being able to see what's going on. I'd feel a lot better if I was like, have my weapon augmented for health, for example. That would feel good. And I got him. Boom. I don't know. It feels like he's just keeps standing in front of my axe. It's amazing. It's amazing. Chop chop on that tail, girl. Waka waka. All right. Boom. That brings up a point. Something that I was not doing until I started playing the Chargeblade a lot. Do the condensed element slash. Let your sword attacks have file damage. It helps so much. And applying whatever file you have in impact, if you're using an impact weapon, you just get to blow them up. Like, you just get to break parts. You don't have to worry about anything because your sword's breaking their parts. When you do your super amped element discharge, you're doing more damage with that. And right here, my kitty put him to sleep, and I nicked his wing when I was trying to get him with a big hit, but it doesn't matter. We still got him. But the thing with this blade and playing it this way, this build I have, is really good for utilizing the Chargeblade's elements. So if you've got a fire Chargeblade when you're fighting Valhazak, this is a dragon Chargeblade. You can tell that it does a little extra damage and does a little extra work. I mean, the Elder Seal doesn't get shown in the Nergigante fight as much, but I break his spikes a lot and trip him and chop up his feet and make him cry. But, you know, it is what it is. And boom! I love that move so much. I hated this weapon when I first started playing it. You have no idea. I messed up so much. I couldn't land my attacks, I couldn't charge my files, I couldn't ever get my shield charged up. It was horrendous. And we're gonna chase him down real quick. I was actually really impressed with myself that that's all the damage I took during that first little stint there. It was pretty good. Pretty good. Just gonna, you know, go over here and find this sleeping monster. When you don't have files, the best attack I have found to wake up monsters is the condensed element discharge. I think this one does almost 300. It's just a good attack to wake them up with. If I had bombs would be better because you can get both of the bombs at the same time, but it was pretty decent damage. Something else to keep in mind when you have your sword charged is it has Mind's Eye. You don't bounce. A couple times during this video I get down to green sharpness and I don't bounce because Mind's Eye is strong. Not real sure how that hit me, but I'm okay with it. Doesn't hurt my feelings too bad. Especially with the whooping I've been putting on Nerg this time around. It's been pretty good. One of you guys want to leave me a comment on how to, you know, speed run or learn something else I'm not doing here? I'd appreciate it. Waka waka! Man, get tripped! Tripping Nergigante all day. I think that's trip number 3 this time around. Oh no, should have counted. Annotations would have worked. And he is down! But I feel like that shows off the weapon pretty well. It's plays smooth, does good damage, has good survivability, and I would recommend anybody wanting to put it together does. It's not that hard to make, and it's been putting up results for me since I found it a couple of days ago. Well, I think I'm going to hop out of this one. If you guys want to check out my Patreon, I will put a link down at the bottom. It'll help me make some more videos. Otherwise, I will catch you guys later. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the bell icon for notifications. Feel free to follow me on Snapchat and on Facebook with the info below. Catch you in the next one. See ya!